Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jake from TNJ, and we are back for the Redskins franchise here on Madden, so make sure you hit that like button. We are sitting here at 6-2 comfortably, and we are at the 4th spot in the NFC, and we are going up against the Falcons, who are jockeying for playoff position as we go into the second half of the season. So looking at the remaining schedule, we do have 3 road games coming up, 3 tough games, starting with the high-powered offense of the Falcons, and then we have the Cowboys as well, so it's going to be pretty tough. I mean, we're going to have a couple of tough games coming down the stretch, and that's one thing that we have to do is win on the road, especially with a rookie quarterback. We got to protect him, and his ratings aren't all there yet. He's pretty good in some areas, but some things that a veteran like Alex Smith can do as far as just accuracy during certain situations and just leading the team, it's definitely different. It's going to be different. So we need to come away with these crucial road wins, especially versus these teams that are playing for the playoffs. And Atlanta is a team that, I mean, they can go off at any second. So we are on the road here as they start out this game with the ball going up against Matt Ryan. They don't have many changes as far as the offense. They still have Julio, they have Freeman, they have Tevin Coleman, and besides that, I mean, not much different as far as their offense. So here they go, starting out the game, giving the ball to Freeman on a couple of carries, but he's not getting anywhere on those first 2 plays. So now on a 3rd and 7, here is Matt Ryan from the shotgun, going to throw over the middle. That's picked off by Fabian Morrow, who plays the slot a lot. These last 2 years he's been playing the slot, and he's definitely thrived in that position. I don't know what Matt Ryan saw on that, but that was an easy interception on that. So here comes Stidham back out on the field for this next game. He had a pretty good game last week. Didn't put up major numbers, but did his job as he throws over the middle to Paul Richardson, and Paul Richardson can't hang on to that one. So 3rd and 9. Here he is in the pocket, rolling out to the right side. He's going to get caught from behind, and he doesn't pick up the first down. So only gets to the 41. That's out of field goal range. So that wasted field position does go to waste as we had to punt the ball away. So here's Matt Ryan under center, and this play is going to give the ball off to Freeman. No, it's a fake. He's going to throw the ball deep, and he's going to get an open man over the top. That's Calvin Ridley. As wow, Troy Apke with 95 speed and Quentin Dunbar with 95 speed as well, I believe, both get burnt on that, and they give up a big play. So now the Atlanta Falcons start out on the 15-yard line, giving the ball to Freeman for an 11-yard gain. So on a 1st and goal here from the 4-yard line, here's Matt Ryan rolled out to the left side. He's going to take a big hit, but he's going to get into the end zone for the touchdown. You do not see that every day. Matt Ryan running in for a touchdown, and he makes it 7-0. So here, 1st and 10, back on the next drive at the 25-yard line. Not enough time to throw this ball. That's McKinley on the sack as Stidham goes all the way back to the 14-yard line. So now, a couple plays later, on a 3rd and 21, here's Stidham with a clean pocket, throws the wheel route to Chris Thompson, but he's going to drop that one. So Chris Thompson, usually reliable in the passing game, and that's a drop pass, and we had to punt the ball to Atlanta again. So here is Freeman getting going in the running game. That's another 1st down picked up by this Atlanta offense. Here he is on a carry on the next play, spinning his way once again, spinning again, and he's going to break away. And wow, Freeman puts on 2 spin moves and runs all the way for a touchdown. Take a look at Zach Brown. He dives for him once, misses. Dives for him again and misses again. So Freeman already close to 100 yards already, and it's not even at the end of the 1st quarter. So now we're down 14. Oh, here's Stidham completing his first pass over the middle, and that's to Jameson Crowder for the 1st down. So 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. Here he is throwing to the right side, and that's a nice throw, and that's Paul Richardson on the sideline holding on to that one, as that's a big gain and a 1st down. So now, a couple plays later at the 15-yard line, after moving the ball a little bit, here's Paul Richardson getting another pass, and he's getting that one inside the 10-yard line. So now here is Darius Geis getting a handoff on a 3rd and inches, and he's picking up the 1st down. And Darius Geis actually was shaking up the last 2 games, but he's healthy going into this one. So he's getting lucky. I mean, he's getting all these injuries, but he keeps coming back. But he does get in for the touchdown on the next carry, as now it's a 7-point game. So 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Matt Ryan comes back on the field, throws the ball across the field, and that's picked off. I don't know what Matt Ryan saw on that, but obviously he was forcing the ball to Julio Jones, and that's another interception. So he has 2 interceptions up to this point. We got to capitalize on this one as Darius Geis gets the handoff, and that's a gain of 8. So play action fake. Stidham rolling out to the right side. Has an open man in the end zone, and that's going to be caught by Jamison Crowder as we tie this game back up as our offense doesn't seem to put up major points, but does just enough as we rely on our defense a lot in this franchise, in this dynasty. And this is going to be kind of the staple of us. I mean, can we put up points? Because our defense has been balling out the last couple years, and we got to match that on offense. So here, Devontae Freeman does pick up another extra 15 yards on the face mask and makes it another 15 yards on that next carry. So Devontae Freeman just cannot be stopped. As look at this offensive line just exposing our D-line, and maybe this is the issue with our defense, is that our D-line is allowing Devontae Freeman, and remember David Johnson ran wild as well. And on the next play, Josh Norman is there for the interception. He hides behind the offensive and defensive line, and he comes up with the interception. He's going to take this one all the way back to the 20-yard line. Take another look at Josh Norman. He hides behind the line, tries to throw to an open Julio. He's open. That's actually Sanu on that, and we capitalize and catch that one. And Matt Ryan, 3 picks already in the first half. So we got to capitalize once again. Here's Darius Geis getting the handoff up the middle. Now it gets down to a 3rd and 2, trying to run the ball to the outside, but it gets caught. So we had to settle for 3 on this drive. We only had about 20 yards to go, and we could not capitalize as we get this high-powered offense back out onto the field, trying to stop them. And you see Devontae Freeman is just running like a madman in this game as well, much like David Johnson, as their offensive line is just dominating ours at the point of attack. So now on a 2nd and 3 at the 36, running a play action, we finally get a stop behind the line. That's a sack by Ryan Kerrigan as we get him down to a 3rd and 9 at the 42-yard line. Here is Matt Ryan throwing out to the right side, facing a blitz, and he gets it to Barrios for the first down, as they are now in business inside the 20-yard line. So now on a 2nd and 12, here is Tevin Coleman getting in the game for the first time, and he picks up 9 yards on that carry. So 3rd and 1. Ryan from the shotgun going to fake handoff, and he's going to keep it. Bruh. So Matt Ryan acts like Cam Newton, and he runs it in for the touchdown. So who would have predicted this? 2 rushing touchdowns from Matt Ryan in this game, and it is a 21-17 lead. So they have the lead, even though they have turned the ball over 3 times. But on the next drive, here is Stidham throwing across the middle, and Logan Ryan picks that off. So, wow, look at this throw. We had a chance. Look at on the right side. That's actually Jamison Crowder on the sideline. He sticks around, and somehow Logan Ryan goes with the guy across the middle instead of sticking with Jamison Crowder, and we choose one. And we chose wrong, and Atlanta takes back over. So now they're starting with good field position, throwing out to the left side, and that's caught again by Julio. So, wow, Devontae Freeman and Julio Jones are having a huge first half up to this point, as it's now an 11-point lead despite the 3 turnovers. So now back on the next drive, we throw the ball away on the play action. They call intentional grounding, but take another look. I throw it away, but look, there's a receiver in the area. Bruh. Why would they call intentional grounding on that? And that's actually an area that I think NCAA football has over Madden, is that even little things like that. In NCAA football, if you throw the ball away in the pocket and there is a receiver near, that is not an intentional grounding. But in Madden, it is, just because you throw it away in the pocket. But if there's a receiver in the area, that should not be intentional grounding. So back to the game here on a 3rd and 10. Throwing the ball deep, and that's Marquise. That's actually John Brown. He gets in on that, and that's an overthrow by Stidham. So we do not capitalize and do not score a touchdown before half, and we go down 28-17. So now to start the second half, we do start out with the ball. So we are still within this game, as we are in 11 points, and we need to drive this field. This needs to start out right, because our offense has just not put up any big numbers. I mean, 17 points wasn't bad, but we are definitely helped out by the 3 turnovers. So now 3rd and 2. Here is Stidham rolling out to the right side and can't get rid of it. And I'm getting happy feet in the pocket because this defensive line, they are generating instant pressure as, wow, we actually have to punt the ball away to start the second half. So now on a 1st and 10, here's Julio, and he continues his big half. Wow, he could have broke away on that, but he runs out of bounds. And now this drive continues, but here he is getting the pass again. And we just cannot stop Julio in this game. So now 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line. 6 minutes left in this third. Throwing the ball to the left side. That's Calvin Ridley this time. And wow, our secondary is just getting torched this game. And this was one of the things I was worried about going into this year. You know, I acquired Tony Lippett in the offseason. Hopefully that was going to help our secondary. And Fabian Moreau is still only about 75 overall. He plays well above his overall. But when he's in a matchup like this versus Julio, versus a guy that's upper 90s overall, I mean, it's just no contest. As here is Stidham. Back out onto the field on the next drive, rolling out to the right side, can't find anybody. You can see their secondary is even locking up our guys as we get it down to a 3rd and 12 at the 20-yard line. Here is Stidham rolling out to the right side, nobody to throw it to, but he does scramble for 8 yards, but that's not enough for the 1st down, so we do line up to go for it. 4th and 3 here. Stidham is going to have a little pocket throw over the middle, and that's Reed. He's going to drop that one in traffic, so Jordan Reed cannot hold on. Look, he has it in his hands, and it just gets jarred loose as we turn the ball over once again. So Atlanta takes back over. 3 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. We're setting a blitz on this one, and DJ Swearinger gets there for the sack. So now 2nd and 17. They hand the ball off to Devontae Freeman, and Swearinger misses the tackle, and that's a big miss because Devontae Freeman takes it all the way for a 1st down. So now 2nd and 13 here at the 21-yard line, throwing the ball deep, and that's Julio again, burning Tony Lippett. And wow, we just cannot stop them. We sent a blitz on that one. Matt Ryan, he stood in the pocket, took the hit, and threw that one deep. And Julio is there for the big catch. So now on a 3rd and 9, a couple plays later, that's a nice defensive play by Fabian Moreau. We were just talking about him. He is a great player in my opinion. He plays way above his rating, but you know, it's just like matchups like this is just tough. As here is Stidham here to start the 4th quarter. We do have a little bit of time left, 11 minutes, but we're down by 3 scores here. It's going to be tough to come back. As here is Stidham with a couple of easy throws across the middle. This one to Jamison Crowder for a 1st down, as these easy, quick completions are the only thing that is working in this game. So here's Stidham throwing across the middle to Marquise Brown. This time Hollywood Brown picks up a few yards. So we do get it down to a 4th and 3 even at the 38-yard line. Here is Stidham throwing a ball across the middle, and that's Paul Richardson this time. So this is the only thing that's working in this game, these little short throws. You can see once again another clean pocket thrown out to the left side. That's Mike Perkins for the 5-yard catch. So 3rd and 5 at the 20-yard line. This time he's going to throw to the left side. It's going to hit off of an offensive lineman's helmet. And now we are stuck with the 4th and 5 at the 20-yard line. Here is Stidham throwing out to the left side. Another short pass. So we are completing these short passes, but, you know, we're wasting a lot of time here. So now at the 13, 2nd and 10, Desmond Trufant comes in unblocked, and that's a sack, and that's 3rd and 17. Now at the 20-yard line, here is Stidham, another clean pocket thrown out to the right side. That's slightly overthrown. He missed one, and those are the type of throws that I'm talking about. Alex Smith, for example, would have made that throw. That's a clutch throw right there, and he misses them, and we just settle for 3 because 4th and 17, I mean, what's the chances that we make that one? I'd rather take my chances on defense than risk going for it on 4th and 17 and walking away with no points. But here is Devontae Freeman back out on the next drive. He's running like a madman. He's over 200 yards with that carry. So now here's Freeman on the next carry. This time we are stopping him at the 50-yard line. So now here's Matt Ryan on a 3rd and 10, play action fake. We are getting a little bit of pressure. He gets it away to Freeman, but we do get the stop. So we do get them to punt the ball away. So Stidham has one last shot here as we have to drive the field very, very quickly without using any timeouts. But on the first play, he takes a sack from Robinson as this time continues to run. So 2nd and 10 now, still at the 20-yard line. Here is Stidham throwing the ball deep, and that's Hollywood Brown, but it's knocked away from the receiver. So now 3rd and 10 at the 20-yard line still. Here is Stidham, nobody to throw it to, sees an open lane, but look at this linebacker. He is there to stop us as we scramble to the left side. So now 4th and 6. This is the game, as here is Stidham throwing across the middle, and Reed holds on to this one and picks up the first down. So now this drive continues at the 35-yard line. Here is Stidham rolling out to the right, gonna throw to Richardson. He's gonna dive and catch that one. That's a nice catch and a first down, but this clock continues to run. So here is Stidham picking up some more yardage. He scrambles up the middle, but that's not gonna stop the clock, but we do get an injury timeout, so it does stop the clock. So now 3rd and 1. Here is Stidham trying to get rid of the ball, but that's a sack by McKinley. That's his 3rd sack of the game. So now 4th and 13. This is the game at the 2-minute warning. Stidham has a clean pocket, rolls out to the left and throws across the middle, and that's caught by Crowder. So now this drive does still continue here at the 38-yard line. So 1.5 minutes left in this game. Can't really do much with all this time coming off the clock, and we can't get to the sideline. Can't get any deep throws. I mean, this is just bad news for us. So on the 3rd and 4, throwing to the right side, and it's finally over with that interception. And Desmond Trufant, what a game he had. He had an interception, he had a sack, a lot of deflections, and look at that. I mean, he was on Hollywood Brown. That probably could have been a better throw on that, leading him to the outside, but he does capitalize and comes up with the interception, as Stidham doesn't have the greatest game. A touchdown and 2 picks, and even though he picked off Matt Ryan 3 times, it just wasn't enough, as this defensive line in this secondary, mainly the whole defense of the Atlanta Falcons, they just had us on clamps the whole game. We couldn't run the ball, we couldn't pass the ball, as Julio Jones goes for 146 off of 6 catches. And then Devontae Freeman runs for 212 off of 25 carries. I mean, he just couldn't be stopped. I mean, 8.4 yards a carry. That is just unstoppable, as who would have knew Matt Ryan would run for more touchdowns than Devontae Freeman, who had 212 yards. So we're going to continue this season. We have a couple of road games coming up to continue, but you know, with 3 losses now, we got to start getting our stuff together as we go up against some pretty good teams on the road. So hit subscribe, hit that like button. Man, Stidham's got to get it together. Our defense got to get it together. We got to bounce back. So stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.